Hi everyone, welcome back. It's Lindsay here. Today I'll be recreating another look using these colors. I'm also going to show you how I apply my base coat and explain the steps that I take. As silly as it sounds, it is very important where and how you apply it. And those who just started to dip at home will tell you that it isn't easy. So I hope the method that I use can help all of you ladies out there. So I did delete the picture by accident, so I don't have anything to show you guys, but this is kind of like what it looks like. The only difference is the girl in the picture has a very chunky glitter on her index finger. So on my pinky and my thumb, I did use this Sweetheart 016. It has a little shimmer to it. It's really pretty. And then on my index finger, I used Foggy F111. And then on top of it, I also used Tiara F263. And then on my ring finger, I used Foggy F111. One thing I want to mention is that Foggy F111 doesn't look like this on Rossi webpage at all. In fact, it looks more of a purpley pinkish. And what I have is more of a nude color. I like it, but to those who are purchasing colors online, I suggest you find swatches that people have taken in natural light. So my videos and all of my pictures at the end that I include are taken in natural light. So if you want to follow me on Instagram and Facebook as well, because I do share pictures on those pages, just go to my description box below and you will find all of my information in there. And then on the middle finger, I use the white, it's called Snow White 057. Since I've already prepped my nails before, I'm just going to take my lint-free pad and rubbing alcohol and just clean my fingernails. If you haven't seen my video on how I prep my nails, I do share some tips, and just so you guys know, when you properly prep your nails, your dip will last longer and it will prevent from lifting and hurting your nails while you're dipping. So yeah, check it out. Anyway, I'm going to take my base coat, and I think I'm going to start with my index finger and apply Foggy first before I apply Tiara over it. So when I apply my base coat, I make sure that there's only a little bit of product on my brush. Then I place my brush with the product in the middle of my fingernail and then begin dragging it down. I continue to do that, but each time I get closer to my cuticle line without touching it. When I get near my cuticle line, I put a little more pressure on my brush and it kind of spreads and becomes wider. Then I take the base coat and I spread on my sides by dragging just the corner of the brush alongside. Now I'm going to do my second layer, and this time I'm going to put Tiara on my index finger over Foggy. Before I apply my step 3, which is the activator, I make sure that my nails are not wet, and if they are, I do dip them back into the color. Otherwise, when you go and buff the top of your dipping powder, it will take off a layer or the color, and then it'll look messy. So the next step is the activator. I apply a generous amount on my fingers, and then I kind of sit here and wait a little bit until they're dry before I buff. So for the most part, my nails are pretty smooth, but I am just going to take the buffer over a few times over my fingers. And then what I really like to do when my nails are longer is I do like to take my file and just lightly go over my ends just to make sure that they're nice and smooth. Currently trying to reach for my file that fell onto the floor, but anyway, I just go around each fingernail and make sure that the end of my fingernail is nice and smooth. And then I should be good to go to apply another layer of activator. So one thing I never do is skip my second layer of activator. I know some ladies who do it, and they do it because the top coat brush gets really hard and then it doesn't apply an even layer of top coat. So what I do, because Rossi has sent me a ton of other brushes, all I do is I pop one out of the brush handle, and I keep it somewhere safe, and when I have 3 or 4, I'll just soak them in acetone. So if you want me to do a video on that, let me know. In fact, this is where I am experiencing a brush that has hardened since I have applied a top coat on my right hand. So I did stop recording and I switched the old brush for a new one, so this should be much easier, and I should be just fine for the next 4 nails. But it really doesn't harden like every single time I use the top coat over activator. It just once in a while it happens, and I just switch it out. It's really not like a huge deal. But I did get mine from Rossi for free, like I didn't pay for them. But I think they did that because I placed like a huge order and they just kind of throw them in. So yeah, if you guys have gotten some free brushes from Rossi, let me know, because it would be nice to know who like gets them, because I placed my first order and I didn't get any extra ones, but like the second and third order I did get extra brushes. Of course, I always go with my jojoba oil and moisturize my cuticles and my fingers after I've applied my top coat. This is what it looks like. I definitely should have added another layer to my thumb and my pinky, because Sweetheart is a pale pink color, and 2 layers is just, I don't think, enough. But anyway, it turned out really pretty, I think. I hope you enjoyed this video. Thank you for watching it, and once again, share it with all the ladies out there who are dipping at home. Anyway, stay tuned. I have another video coming soon. Bye!